we go. We are live. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the two-man front. We welcome you guys on this stormy weather over here. I'm not sure how the weather's over there where y'all are, but it's like been raining all day here. So trying to keep nice and warm over here. Hope you guys are doing the same wherever you are. Thank you for joining us for our show. Welcome to the two-man front. Of course, my name is Be Easy from Be Easy Sports. We got Drew from Game Winning Drive joining us today. And of course, we got the Fog from Objectively Biased Sports. And we got some pretty good topics. It's been a crazy, wild couple days, wild couple weeks, free agency, trades, much more. We're going to be talking about all that. Of course, please subscribe to our YouTube channel up there in the right-hand corner. Use your QR code and please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And obviously, don't forget to subscribe to our channels, which we'll show you that at the end. And of course, we love when you guys join in on the discussion. Please leave your comments below. It's much more fun when you guys are joining us and engaging with us as we discuss today's topics in the world of sports. Let's jump right into it, guys. I'm sure you guys are all good. Let's jump right into it. Winners and losers. Fog and I's favorite segment, but free agency edition. We got winners and losers. Also, we got to finish the sentence segment that was very popular amongst you guys last week. And of course, we got a little bit of factor cap here as well that we're going to be playing at the end. And of course, Fog and I are going to be revealing our top 5 running backs of the 2025 draft real quick. This is a big running back class. We did quarterbacks last week. We got top 5 running backs this week. We'll be revealing our top 5 2025 running backs. But let's go ahead and start with the free agency. Let's go ahead and start winners and losers. So we've had a lot of movement, a lot of big moves since last Monday when free agency opened up. Paul, give us your 2 winners so far of this year's free agency, your 2 biggest winners.
2 biggest winners.
So
far, I'm going to say the Buffalo Bills are one. They did re-sign a lot of players that they needed to re-sign, especially getting Shakir signed and Gregory Rousseau signed. But then going out in free agency and signing Ogunjobi and Bosa to a 1-year deal, as well as Josh Palmer as a nice third option at the wide receiver position. I think Buffalo really did their due diligence, and with the contract that they gave Josh Allen, they were actually able to extend their window because they're not paying Josh Allen buku amount of money these next couple of years. The other team, it
don't got to be a team. It could be a player. It could be anything. It don't got to be a team.
I see. I was going teams.
Okay, though. I mean, I didn't want to stop you. I didn't want to stop your shine, though. My fault. I should have made that clear.
The other team I would say has got to be I'm going to go with the Chargers. I like some of the moves that the Chargers did outside of retaining Jalen Reagor. I think they did going out and getting Najee Harris was a good move for their offense. What that offense is going to look like, and I think getting Dante Jackson, signing him to what was it, a 2-year, $13 million deal. That was good as well. They retained their center Bozeman, and retained Khalil Mack for another year. So all in all, I think they did a really good job too. An honorable mention, even though they haven't done much. The 2 little moves that they made were the Chicago Bears to that offensive line.
Yeah. Okay.
Drew. Yeah. You might be a Charger. You might be a Charger fan, man. I think what they've done has been relatively quiet. Bozeman's been one of the worst centers last year. Dante Jackson, he faced a scheme for mentor, but Najee Harris, I agree with you, Fog. It was a great plug and play. I think he's better than JK. For what Roman is, I do. For what Roman wants in his system, they're going to draft a running back. I mean, it's obvious it's going to happen the first and second round. Amari Hampton, Caleb Johnson, those are the two guys that I've been, that I've been hearing from my neck of the woods. That is what they're really glamoring on. I don't think Gentry's a shot at all whatsoever in this trade up. But for me, I mean, the biggest winner from a player standpoint, looking at this entire landscape after these 3 days, I'm at a tie. I don't know if that's okay or not, but I'm at a tie for a player between Drake May, Caleb Williams, and Baker Mayfield. Those are the three big winners for me for players individually. I mean, the fact that the Bears traded Joe Thuney, Jonah Jackson, got probably arguably the best offensive lineman in this class in Drew Dahlman. And also, Ryan Poles was also to fill out a defensive tackle need in Grady Jarrett and get the defensive end from Indianapolis, Deo, I can't say his last name, Ogabala, something like that. I mean, these are all needs that Ryan needed to address, and he addressed them. And then you still have all these picks in the draft. The Bears are cooking, in my opinion, in what they've done in this offseason. And, singles the Patriots, man, be able to get Carlton Davis, Robert Spillane, which was an absolute steal from the Raiders, Harold Landry, Morgan Moses, Matt Collins, Josh Dobbs, to be able to be there to be the backup. Because I eventually think they will trade their backup quarterback. But the Patriots, I mean, Mike Vrabel knows what he wanted. He addressed right what you need. You need to get the players that you wanted, that he had connections with from his prior years of playing in Tennessee and being an advisor last year. I mean, the sky's the limit for what he's after. I mean, me and Brian just got done talking about before he got on your fog was the fact that it benefits him that he has to follow Mayo instead of following Bill Belichick right away. So I mean, it's a huge plus for him. Great call by Brian. But yeah, man, those are the two big glaring things that I've seen so far taken away from this draft. I mean, from this free agency.
Okay, Brian, the floor is yours. We know we know big winner. I left it up there for you.
You'd be surprised. My biggest winner as a player is Devontae Adams. I think Devontae Adams, him going to Los Angeles, and this is going to be part of our factor cap actually, but him going to Los Angeles, I think makes them such a good team. I think it makes them such a team where, offensively at least, it puts them up there as a contending team. I think Devontae Adams going to the Rams. I mean, you get your quarterback back. You get you have Puka Nacua still. You have your offense. They didn't really lose anybody on offense. You got them motivated with money at least. Matt Stafford, your defense is super young and it's flying around out there with Jared Verse. The Rams, that was a big move. I feel like that's where Devontae Adams needed to go. I'm glad he went there. I think that was a pretty big move. I'll also say Myles Garrett is my other biggest winner because Myles Garrett got freaking paid. That's why Myles Garrett played the greatest. What is it? I don't know. Fog knows. I ruin sayings on the show a lot. I don't even know. But the biggest dog and pony show I've ever seen anybody do is what Myles Garrett did to the Browns for a month and say, "Look, I want to get out of here. I hate it here. I want to meet the owner. That was unbelievable. Him knowing probably they wouldn't trade him. I think he knew, or maybe they didn't know that he knew that they wouldn't trade him. I think they were like kind of playing some possum too, but I think he knew that he wouldn't trade him, but they didn't want to get into a bidding war with anybody. They didn't want to go into that with him. And then, I mean, just getting paid, what is it, 100? What do you get? 125, 123 million guaranteed, like a crazy number for a non-quarterback. Like Myles Garrett won this free agency. Like Myles Garrett, no one's talking about it because he plays with the Browns. And I'm not super happy because he plays in my division, but I'm not worried about the Browns because they suck. But Myles Garrett is my biggest winner outside of Devontae Adams. Like that was an amazing dog and pony show he put on. I think he knew he wasn't going anywhere. He knew nobody was going. I mean, I don't even know what I think he knew his value was so high. No one was going to trade for him. Nobody was going to trade for Myles Garrett. So he knew that it was either the Browns going to pay him or he was going to sit out. Right. All right. So, like, I mean, it was great dog. Great show. Great show by Myles Garrett. Let's go to losers, though. Obviously, there's always got to be a loser. Always. Drew, who's your biggest loser in this free agency so far?
Player-wise or team?
Player-wise, team-wise, just the biggest loser of this offseason so far, free agency-wise or trade-wise.
I'm pretty sure all three of us would agree here. And for me, it's the Houston Texans. They just completely dropped the ball on every facet when it comes to their second year going into his third-year quarterback that had already a really bad offensive line on the interior and the right side. And he got sacked. I think he got sacked the second most this past year. But to lose Tunsil, who I think all of us would agree is a top 5 left tackle, arguably, in the NFL.
Where did he go?
Washington. And Washington's a big winner too for what they did. But for him to lose that, for him to lose an okay to average to good Kenyon Martin, a guard, sucks as well. What have you improved from your loss in the division to heading into this next year? I don't really see the progression. Now you have Tank Dell coming out and talk about on Instagram he's considering retirement. You only have Nico Collins, you have Dalton Schultz. What other weapons are you giving to him? You have a Joe Mixon who's coming back, but with what O-line? I mean, there's a lot of themes and a lot of questions that you left for your quarterback and your franchise. And I'm a believer in Nico, the GM, but I feel like that trade, they got so fleeced from Washington. That trade was nasty, dude. That trade was nasty. A second and a fourth of 2026. And I believe I forgot what it was this year. I think it's a third and a seventh. But yeah, dude, it's just I don't know what the Houston Texans are thinking. It's just not a good look. That's my biggest loser for me.
Wow. Damn. Go ahead, Paul.
For me, the Eagles. They lost their defense.
Yeah.
Oh, Sweat. They lost Sweat. Milton Williams.
They lost Sweat. Milton Williams. I mean, that was a great pickup by New England to get him over there. I didn't think they were going to. I knew they were going to lose Williams, but losing Sweat, trading away Gardner Johnson, getting rid of. I understand Darius Slay, but I mean, you now have to go right into the draft again, and you have to retool this entire defense, and hope that your draft picks hit.
Are you mad about the Zach Braun sign?
No, they Vic Fangio did a good job with him. I love that, but I think them getting rid of these letting these players go. I think you're putting too much stock into Fangio being able to tweak players again. And listen, it doesn't always happen like that. You got lucky with Zach Bone, but Zach Bones are a dime a dozen. Things like that don't normally happen.
Agree.
No, I like that. He deserved that. They were never going to keep Josh Sweat. Like, I wasn't surprised Josh Sweat moved. They were never going to keep him. He would I feel like
even the corners. I mean, you knew you had Quentin Mitchell and you have Cooper.
They weren't going to keep. Yeah, they weren't going to keep those guys. Yeah, and Darius Slay. I mean, he was going. I honestly didn't realize Darius Slay was that old. I had no clue he was up there in age like that. No idea.
Yeah, but you now have to get depth, and you have to get it fast because what has been Philadelphia's best weapon is the depth that they've had both offensively and
rotational. Yep. I agree,
especially in the secondary. A lot of depth. And it's like you guys were kind of plugging and playing. Nobody was tired. Like It was great. Yeah, it was. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if there's a little bit of a Super Bowl hangover. We'll see. My biggest loser, honestly, is my biggest loser is Anthony Richardson, because I'll tell you right now, bro, like the worst ultimatum,
oh my God,
ultimatum you can get is, hey, look, if you don't beat out this guy we just brought in, you're out of here.
I wasn't expecting you to say that. Oh my God.
That is the biggest ultimate. That's the
Bro.
worst ultimate. Like you have. So basically, you're telling me I gotta like beat out a top 25, not top 25, like a bottom 25 quarterback to keep my job. Like that is bad. Like Anthony Richardson,
and he's getting paid more than him. Daniel Jones getting paid more than Anthony Richardson.
Oh my gosh, like that's insane. Like it'll be one thing. You know what's funny? It'll be one thing to bring in like Kenny Pickett or I don't know, Jameis Winston or someone like that to beat out. Like, because you could
to beat out, yeah.
Well, to beat out, yeah, because you're telling Rich, okay, we're gonna throw you a softball here, right? Or we're gonna like say, hey man, like we still believe in you. They don't believe in this dude. You brought in a guy that used to be a starter. I mean, obviously Daniel Jones is not great, but you brought in a guy that used to be a starter to supersede your number 1 overall pick. Like that is, yeah, man. That's Anthony Richardson. Yeah, he might.
The worst outcome that can come from this is Daniel Jones beats him.
Yeah, that's it.
Because your confidence for your number 3 overall pick from 3 years ago. Was he number 1 overall?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought Bryce Young was.
Was he not number 1?
Who? Was Bryce Richardson?
No, Bryce Young was number 1.
Nah, Richardson wasn't number 1.
He was 3.
I think.
Oh, you know what? It was Young, Stroud, then Richardson. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Then the Texans trade up and got the D end. Man.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's going to be such a downward spiral for the young man and his confidence if he doesn't beat Daniel Jones. That's why I didn't like it.
It's one of those things where Anthony Richardson may not get another shot in the NFL. Everyone knows.
No.
If you lose out to this guy, first of all, he only completed 48% of your passes, bro. Like, you know how hard that is? Like, that's so hard to do. And it's one of those things where, like,
Tebow-esque.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, okay, well, if you don't do this, then I don't see him going to another team and saying he's not gonna Justin Fields his way around the league, like potential. That's not happening. No, that's not. No. But my second loser, honestly, is you would think it would be my winner. It's kind of like it's a loser, but it's until further notice, and we'll see what happens. As of right now, we're losers. The Pittsburgh Steelers are losers because of where we have found ourselves with this quarterback situation, where we have a 42-year-old quarterback holding us hostage that I can't stand. It's just like I'm at the point where, like, bro, just bring in fucking Landry Jones. Like I don't care. I don't care at this point. Bring in
He's
Landry
a legend.
Jones. Bring in whoever. I don't know. I almost said Kenny Pickett, but I'm not that desperate. Like it's just one of those things where, like, I don't even care anymore. Like, I saw a post of him today. He was on the beach with a blanket around. It was like Aaron Rodgers, like thinking about. And honestly, one thing I don't want is I don't want a quarterback contemplating his future. Like, I don't want a guy who has 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Who wants that? Like, I don't want the guy who's thinking about retirement while playing. Like, no, man. Like, just bring back Russ. Let's run it back with Russ and let's see what we can do. Like, you know, I don't know. I'm at the point where, like, I like how aggressive we've been. Like, I like DK. I like DK. I don't love DK the receiver. I love the signing. But I also love that we got Darius Slay. I love the moves we're making. But it's just I was talking to somebody earlier today. I said, you know what? I honestly, with all this, just trade up and go get Shador. or trade up and go get somebody. I don't know, but or go get Kyler. I mean, I'm big on that. That's kind of getting traction, but no, I don't know. We're the losers because we have a 41-year-old mushroom quarterback holding us hostage.
I mean, what makes the most sense to not trade Shador would be just bombarding New England, asking for Joe Milton.
That's another one I thought about as well.
I think that would be a perfect fit for you guys for what you need. I mean,
but I don't know. I don't know how good Joe Milton is. I have no clue.
Right. It's worth. I think it's worth trading for that just to see what he can do, instead of trading up for Shador when you can get a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, waste your 25 season and go and get a top quarterback in this heavy class next year. So it's like, it's hard. I know, I get it. It's hard. It's
not fun having a quarterback. It's not fun.
I can't stand Aaron Rodgers.
It's not fun. And it's not fun having a 41-year-old quarterback holding us hostage as if it should be the other way around. I hate the fact that it seems like we're putting all our eggs on him. And if we don't get him, it seems like we're screwed. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go to the next segment, though. Let's finish some sentences real quick. Let's have some fun. Let's finish some sentences. All right, here we go. Finish the sentence. Anybody can go. The 49ers should blank Christian McCaffrey and blank Brock Purdy. Why is that funny?
From the Facebook post. 49ers should trade Christian McCaffrey and play out Brock Purdy's. I forgot Brock Purdy had one more year on his contract. Play him out.
Play him out?
Play him out.
You franchise him?
Play him out. He has one more year, right? He has a.
Oh, he does have one more year. No, he has one more year. Yeah.
Yeah, he has one more year. So play him.
Yeah, I agree with that. It looks like they're going to go full rebuild mode anyway, so you might as well trade McCaffrey and get what you can for him and let Brock Purdy play it out.
Yeah, I thought we were all agreeing on this one. I think the 49ers should. It's time to trade McCaffrey. I don't think they're going to trade him now. I think you got to put him out there and see that team know that he's healthy. And then you trade him. Then maybe you trade him mid-season or trade him, first quarter of the season, maybe.
Who do you trade him to?
The one team that came to mind was Kansas City.
Yeah, but how much are they going to get rid from it? I don't think they're going to get much.
No, I mean,
for him.
I would say if you're Kansas City, if you're a team that needs a running back or another playmaker like Kansas City, or even Dallas, which they're not going to do anything. We know Dallas not going to do anything, but Dallas is a team that could definitely, or Washington, another team that could use another playmaker on their team. Or even us. What am I saying? Or even us. I think you give up a third or fourth for McCaffrey at most a fourth or third at most. I think he goes for right now. I feel like if you wait until the season starts and McCaffrey shows that he can play and he's healthy, one, I don't think they trade him, and two, I think the price might go up.
Yeah,
the price may go up. So there's that. And as far as Brock Purdy, honestly, real talk, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right here. You guys can. I'll be on record to say this. I think if Brock Purdy doesn't get signed this year, he's definitely leaving because I think Kyle Shanahan's getting fired. And I think you don't bring back Brock Purdy if Kyle Shanahan's fired.
Oh,
I don't think Brock Purdy gets signed. I think they're going to win.
I don't see the Niners making the playoffs this year, but that's it's too early to even call that or not.
They're a dumpster fire. They're a dumpster fire, and Niner fans don't want to admit it.
He's got something on his mind. He's going to say something.
No, not me. I ain't saying nothing.
They're a dumpster fire. Let's go next one. Here we go. Kyler Murray is worth a blank round pick if made available.
I'd say a second round pick.
Second round pick?
Health is the biggest issue. His ability to stay on the field is probably the biggest issue that I have.
Is Kyler Murray a top 10 quarterback?
No.
No? He's not a fringe top 10 quarterback?
A what?
Like fringe, like 10 to 12?
No.
Really?
I'd have him around that 14.
Do you want to go down a list real quick?
I'm about to. Let me get my phone. I'm about to. Let me get it.
I have in my head here Patrick Mahomes.
Hold on.
Josh Allen.
Lamar
Jackson. There's 3.
All right. Let me see. There's 15 quarterbacks better than Kyler Murray. So Josh Allen's better.
Let's get to that list. I don't know about 15.
Josh Allen's better.
No.
Tua's better.
Who?
Tua.
No.
Right. Exactly. Okay. And I'm talking about right now. Today is what's the quarterback in New England's name? Damn. Drake May better.
Drake May.
Is he better?
No. It's too hard. It's only have 1 year. So I don't rate.
That's what I mean.
No. Kyler's better.
Is Justin Fields better?
No.
All right. What about Lamar Jackson's better? We know that. Joe Burrow's better. I don't even know who the hell is playing quarterback in Cleveland. He's not better though. Unless y'all want to say Deshaun Watson's better.
No.
Okay. We don't got a quarterback. So that's next. Okay. CJ Stroud better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones or Anthony Richardson better?
No.
Okay. Is Trevor Lawrence better than Kyler Murray?
Oh shit! I'd say at the moment, no.
No.
Okay. No. All right. So we really got 4 right so far. So
we got 4.
So no one on Titans. We don't gotta mention the Titans. All right. Bo Nix, is he better?
No.
All right. What about Mahomes is better? Yes, Mahomes is 5 right there. Okay. No one on the Las Vegas, unless you want to say Geno Smith is better.
No.
All right.
No.
Herbert's better, right? 6.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Dak's better.
Yeah, I say Dak's better.
Yeah.
Okay. No one on the Giants because they don't have a quarterback either. Hurts is better.
Yeah.
Now this one, okay. This one is Jaden Daniels better than Kyler Murray right now today?
Yes.
No,
yes.
I don't agree with that at all. I really don't. I can't.
Okay, we'll go past Jaden Daniels. Keep going. Go past Jaden Daniels.
Caleb Williams better?
Who?
Caleb Williams. Williams.
No,
not right now.
Well, we're thinking about it.
No.
All right, is Jason McCarthy better?
No, we haven't seen him play.
Jordan Love?
Yes.
Jared Goff?
Yes.
I don't think he is. No, I don't agree with that.
Oh.
No, I don't agree with that at all. No. Michael Penix Jr.?
No.
Bryce Young?
No.
Who?
Bryce Young?
No.
I don't know who plays quarterback for the Saints. I'm not sure. Derek Carr, no, right? Derek Carr's not better. Baker Mayfield better?
Yes.
Man, if you look at what Baker's done the last 2 years of his career.
Yes.
I say okay. Matt Stafford better?
What? Yes.
Yeah.
Is Brock Purdy better?
No.
No, I agree.
They're in the same realm, so no.
And Sam Darnold?
No.
So that's 12. So it's 12. So he's 10 and 12. Fringe.
Well, you didn't count Jaden Daniels.
I don't think Jaden Daniels is better, personally. I don't. I know it, but look.
So I personally got Conroy 14.
14. So I think when Kyler Murray is right and healthy, he's top 10. And I will give him a first round pick for him if made available. If I was picking between 11 and 20 and I needed a quarterback and they said, hey, Kyler Murray is available, right? He's 26 years old, 27 years old. And I needed a quarterback. And they were like, okay, give us your first round pick. Sure. I'd make a
But I don't think they'll just be asking just one first round pick though.
Oh no. Right. They're gonna ask for a haul. He's a franchise quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that contract and everything, the dead cap they're gonna take.
Yeah, it's kind of it makes me kind of speak to what Steeler fans are saying. They wouldn't give him a first round pick for. I'm like, bro, it's 20. We're picking 20. Like, what are you talking about?
No, I agree with you. I hear you saying.
Yeah, if I'm in a Steelers situation, I'd do it.
Yeah, easily. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. That was fun. All right. Blank team would be the perfect team to sign Cooper Kupp.
I'm trying to see what team would fit his style.
I like New England. I like New England.
Yeah.
I like him with Josh McDaniel.
Yeah, Josh McDaniel is kind of similar to what Sean
England
McVay does. Yeah. Yeah. I guess you can go New England.
In all honesty, he might be a good fit in either Dallas or Kansas City.
Yeah, I was thinking Kansas City.
Kansas City was my second choice. They're my second choice, but I think, that was my second choice. But I think I don't think
a third down possession receiver. A third down possession receiver is something that he can be good with Kansas City.
I don't know if there's going to be room for him in Kansas City because Xavier Worthy. Then you got Rasheed Rice coming back.
They re-signed Marquise Brown.
Resign Marquise. I'm not sure there's going to be room for him in Kansas City, but yeah, that was my second one. I like what Austin
said. Dallas can work though. Dallas can work.
Yeah,
Dallas can work. Dallas definitely can work.
I like Denver. Yeah. That's a good.
That's a good one. I like Denver.
Attaboy, brother.
I do like Denver. I like Denver a lot. All right, here we go. I threw this one in there only because I saw a segment on him. I listened to a podcast because I was curious. Right? Because it might be. We'll see. Deshaun Watson's career is what?
Over.
It's over? He doesn't get signed again?
Yeah. He's done.
I think he has 4 years left? Or how many years is
cooked.
I mean, he's done, dude. He's done.
He's cooked. I just don't see. He's cooked.
There needs to be a 30 for 30 on his downfall.
Unbelievable downfall.
I mean, we're talking. I was fighting people before I knew you guys on Facebook when he did what he did with the year without DeAndre Hopkins, his first year, and how he was absolutely just destroying the game by what he was doing and being able to do what he was done, and then the massage team came out and then everything fell apart.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Part of me does believe, though. I will say this because Cleveland is a cesspool of a place. It is. I don't know what it's about. I don't know.
But it had to be for Cleveland.
No. But he was playing well. He was playing well.
Yeah.
People are telling me that it was injuries and it was injuries in like Houston. I don't remember him being hurt in Houston like that. Maybe he was playing through them. I don't really know.
He tore his ACL 1 year. That was it.
In Houston?
Yeah, he tore his ACL at the end of the year, his rookie year or his second year or something like that. He tore his ACL.
Okay, I thought he did. Oh, you know what? I think you're right. Okay, I thought he did that at Clemson.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, okay, so maybe he's injury prone, but part of me feels like he's 29 years old. Someone's gonna give him a shot.
I mean, it could happen.
Someone's gonna give him a shot. I think so. I do. I don't think he's super done. He's only 29. I think he turned 30 in September. Like, I don't know. Someone's gonna give him a backup shot. All right. A little bit of facts or cap real quick. We got 3 of them. Facts or cap. Sam Darnold never gets the Seahawks to the playoffs.
Ooh.
We're about to get spicy in here.
I'm a say cap. I
think
think
he gets to the playoffs?
Sam
I
Darnold.
think he gets the Seahawks to the playoffs.
It is during his time in Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, it's overwhelmingly fact. He will never get the Seahawks to the playoffs. Never. I think where we talked about it before, where he came from Minnesota. I think all of us would agree on this as well. As Kevin O'Connell and that system is so quarterback friendly, and then you go and you have such a plethora of weapons in Minnesota with an average to okay O-line. You're going to Seattle, who just lost DK. You have JSN, which is good, but then you have an in and out with a running back system with Charbonnet and I can't think of his other name right now. And you have an okay O-line, not really that great. And then it just the benefit for him though is I do believe in their system. I just don't believe that Sam Darnold has shown us the consistency of being able to be that dog. We've only seen it 1 year. And he lost those last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That caused, the seeding. It literally dropped the Minnesota Vikings from potentially having a bye. And they lost the Lions. They only put up 9. And then they only put up 9 the following week against the Rams in the wild card. It's just that's who Sam Darnold is to me. The guy who always see ghosts.
God dang. That was an annihilation. I agree. I do agree though. I do think I don't think they'll make the playoffs, Sam Darnold. I think that there just needs to be so much around him to succeed. And it showed. I mean, I think people forget his stint in Carolina, right? Where they gave him a shot. I know Carolina's not great. I know they weren't great, but they gave him a shot. And they benched Baker, they put in Sam, and they benched Sam, and they put in Baker. And now both those guys are, they went off to do better things. But, I feel like, man, I just, if Sam can show that he can uplift a team, an average team or an above average team, then maybe I'll have more confidence. But he's never shown that. He's never even shown that he can be the guy that keeps them in games. And then if his defense sucks, then it is what it is. Whatever, bro. Or he's the guy that just like Baker, as much as I shit on Baker in the past, he's shown that he can at least keep his team in a game. He'll lose a game, but he can keep his team in it. And he'll make plays, right? So, but Sam, man, we'll see. We'll see. I honestly felt like I also feel like he's going to a defensive-minded coach, like he was in New York, I believe, right? He's going to a defensive-minded coach, and I feel like he's a guy that probably gels better with offensive-minded coaches or coaches that know him well. That's why I felt like, man, I'm surprised that Pete Carroll didn't give him a shot. I really felt like he was going to Las Vegas, but I don't know. Pete Carroll, I don't know. I've always felt like Pete Carroll knows his former players. Pete Carroll knows his former guys. I've always felt
the most out of them.
He gets the best out of them, but he knows like there was a story where quick story where he said the reason why he chose Reggie Bush or Percy Harvin over Reggie Bush in Seattle, because he had a chance to get Reggie Bush, but Percy Harvin was available, was because he knew Reggie Bush in college. He knew that he wasn't his style. And he knew Reggie Bush wasn't that guy, so that's why he didn't pick him up. I don't know. I think Pete Carroll knows. I think Pete Carroll does a good job knowing his guys. But let's go to our next factor cap. Factor cap: Devontae Adams makes the Rams the second best team in the NFC.
second best team in the NFC.
Second best team.
You're really high on Devontae Adams going to Rams, aren't you?
I'm gonna say Cap on that one. I'm gonna say Cap. Yeah. I think they'll fight. I think they'll fight to win that division.
I feel like we forgot when Devontae Adams has a quarterback. When he has a quarterback, he's still top 5 receiver. He's a Hall of Famer. Devontae Adams. He's going to the Hall of Fame.
Really?
Yeah. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Fame wide receiver.
Right now?
He probably needs maybe one more good to elite. I think he's gonna have 1 or 2 more elite years in LA with Matt Stafford. And with Puka Nacua, who's gonna get one-on-ones. Devontae's gonna get one-on-ones. 2 of the best route.
He's not over 1K for career for receptions. He's only 11.8 for yards. His touchdowns.
That's it. How many does he have?
There? 103.
Yep, that's it. That's a big check mark.
His yards and catches though are very low, very not low, but
him
crazy. I don't know.
Him going to the Raiders really messed him up. Really screwed him up.
Yeah, of course it did.
Yeah, so it kind of messed up his number.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm with Fogg on this one, man. I'm a Sean McVay dude, and I love Stafford. I know Fogg is what we talked about the past year about the Rams and how sneaky good they were doing, but losing both your linemen, they have to replace them. I just can't put the number 2, Brian. I just can't do it.
Who's number 2 for you guys in the NFC? I think we all agree Philly's still the best team, right?
Lions, probably. I love everything. I love everything that the Commanders did. I think the Commanders improved their roster this offseason so far. Bucks improved. I mean, to get a guard, to get Godwin back. I'm not really crazy about Shaquille Barrett, but I think he fits a need. Levante David. I mean, it's gonna be NFC's not gonna be a cakewalk. That's for sure.
I'm not a big fan of the Lions losing both their coordinators. Not a fan of that at all. Don't like it.
Yeah,
I think people are underestimating that a lot. Like you lose 2. That's what honestly, personally, I know Dan Campbell is popular. I get it, but losing Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn, like honestly, like those probably the 2 top coordinators in the same. Nah, those are tough losses.
But they did upgrade it at the secondary position.
They did.
To get DJ Reed is huge.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
You bring back Davenport to pick up DPJ. I mean, there's dudes that they picked up where they elevated at certain positions. I agree with you though. The position, the coordinators leaving both coordinators is gonna be tough. But I mean, you're getting all your guys back defensively that you lost last year. Malcolm Rodriguez and Hutchinson. I mean, their line is going to be nasty, and they still can draft. So, I mean, it's going to be a really interesting – they're probably one of the most interesting teams that I'm looking forward to watching besides mine during the summer days because, like you said, the coordinators being gone, I mean, we've all talked about this before, but it comes to coaching. I mean, we've got to give Sirianni his love and flowers, be able to – how these things that have come out about him after winning the Super Bowl and seeing that how a lot of people are putting him as the glue to get this team to where they won a championship. It was really eye-opening to hear from a lot of former players and a lot of coaches around the league. So, we'll see. It's going to be a big job for Dan. It's going to be a very big job for him this offseason.
He's got the coach's ass off this year, though. I know that much.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Coach his ass off. I think Devontae Adams makes the Rams the second best team. I think the Rams. I feel like the Rams. They beat if the Rams beat the Eagles in the divisional round. I think the Rams go to the Super Bowl. That's how good I think the Rams were. Like last year.
They would have played the Commanders, right? Yeah, Commanders.
Commanders. I believe they would have played the Commanders in LA.
Okay.
In LA, yeah. So yeah, I would have. Yeah, I definitely.
Yeah.
They were almost a play away. They were like driving, right?
Hey, you could say the same thing about what's his name if Rashad White doesn't fumble.
Some fumble, yeah.
Commanders don't take the lead.
They don't take the lead. Yeah, no, you're right. 100%. 100%. All right, little segue action, but look, one more factor cap. This is going to segue to our last segment. Factor cap. Ashton Genty will be top 3 in rushing yards his rookie year. Top three guys last year were obviously Saquon, and then Derrick Henry was second, and then John. You say, well, you
Cap. Cap.
You didn't even think about it.
Cap across the boards.
Cap across the boards.
Top 3. Look. You got to think about it. Last year was a little bit of an anomaly for running backs. Like we had 2 guys almost rush for 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
Like for a second there, Derrick Henry and Saquon were like neck and neck, and then Josh Jacobs I think ran for like 1,600.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't think that's gonna happen again this year. I don't think that's gonna happen again. So like top 3, maybe he
Where's he going?
He's going between 11 and 20. So he's going to a team that probably is pretty competitive. Maybe with a solid line, solid team, right? I don't have the draft guys in front of me. I don't have the draft order in front of me, but
I wouldn't be shocked the Raiders take him at top 10.
Wow.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Where are the Raiders drafting?
6 or 7, I believe.
I can see Carolina taking him at number 8.
Really?
They ain't back.
He's got Chuba, and they have Chuba, and they just signed Rico.
Yeah, they just signed Rico. Yeah. I can see Dallas taking him 12. You see Miami.
Denver. I see Denver taking him.
Denver at 20. If he falls to us, we'll take him at 21. Cincinnati at 17. Like he's gonna go to a team that's gonna be pretty put together. He's not going to the Titans.
Why would Cincinnati take him when they got Chase Brown?
They got Chase Brown.
Are you being serious?
Yeah. Did you see what Chase Brown did last year? Were you asleep? I know Cincinnati sucked defensively, but offensively,
Chase Brown was amazing.
Well, okay.
990 yards, 7 touchdowns,
and he didn't even start.
But why can't you pair? Well, I guess okay. I didn't know they were that high on Chase Brown, but I guess they are.
Let's add 60 catches in there for 360 yards and 4 touchdowns.
What will really be cool? What really thought it was going to do is if the Niners draft him, but I don't think they will. I don't think draft. If his landing spot for me is going to be anywhere between 15 and 31.
Yeah, that's I hope it is, but I don't think it's going to be. 31? I think it's going to be 0 to 15. It's Cap for me. I'm going Cap.
Top 3 means that he's going to be rushing anywhere between 11 and 1,300 yards. 11 and 1,300.
And you got dogs in front of him, dude. You got Barkley.
You got Saquon. You got Josh Jacobs.
You got Gibbs and Montgomery.
Those guys aren't rushing though. How many yards did Greg Gibbs have last year? You said around 1,200.
I don't know about 12 because Montgomery got the broken tibia like the second half of the season. So I don't know what his stats are, but you got Josh Jacobs, you have Bijan Robinson, Kyron Williams.
It's probably Cap because I did not know Jahmyr Gibbs went crazy and ran for 1,400 yards.
Oh, geez. I didn't know it was that much either.
He had 16 touchdowns.
I could see the Bears taking him.
Yep.
Yeah, Bears is a good one. That's a good one.
Chicago taking him.
Chicago could easily take him. They were filling everywhere else.
Okay. I'll say I wanted to say fact, but I'll say Cap. I'll say Cap. I will. Top 3. I actually originally changed it. It was top 5, but I was like, let me see what they say about top 3. So I can say top 5. I can see him top 5.
Yeah. Top 5 would make it more debatable.
Okay. Top 5. All right, real quick, folks. We got our top 5 running backs of the 2025 NFL draft. I'm going to go ahead and put up our screen real quick and show our backs real quick. Here are our backs right here. You have your top 5. I have my top 5, and I was kind of surprised at how different we had. We have some guys we have some guys on our list that you don't have on our list. But Paul, go ahead and give us a review of your top 5 and why you have it that way.
Well, it's funny. I see you with Devin Neal at 2, and I have been talking up Devin Neal for the longest. I have him at 6 for me. Him and Dylan Thompson. I'm glad you got them both in there because him and Dylan Thompson, I think, are 2 guys that are going to shock the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. Yep.
But I got, there's not a lot of running backs in here who are good pass blocking backs and good receiving backs. So you just got running backs. So I was looking at guys from 3 down perspectives. So Gentry is probably the only superstar, in my opinion, out of these guys. With Hampton being the most explosive, I got him at 3 behind Judkins. But I think both of those guys can be solid 3 down running backs in the league. I think Caleb Johnson's size and a combination of size and speed will make him a solid 3 down back as well. And Scatterbo might be the only running back that does have quality receiving prowess out of all the running backs in this draft. And I think he could be a solid back. I'm not sure if he could be a solid 3 down back, but with Scatterbo, like I said, him, Devin Neal, Dylan Thompson, Travion Henderson, all of those guys would be right there at that 5 through 8 spot, and you could switch them however you want to.
I am not a fan. I'm a fan of Scatterbo. I don't see where his success is going to be in the NFL. He's not super fast. He's not really athletic. I know. Look, I tell people all the time, man. This is the NFL, man. These are the top athletes on the planet. Like, this is not the Big 12. It's just not, right? And I'm not saying that he didn't. Look, I can say you said it. It's how I feel about Gentry. You said you used the word superstar for Gentry. I think he's going to be a star. I think he's going to be great at times, but just overall good. Like, when I think of Ashton Gentry, I think of 2 guys that my comp for Ashton Gentry is a slightly less thick Maurice Jones-Drew. And I think he's going to have a Maurice Jones-Drew kind of career. And that's a good career. Maurice Jones-Drew, he had a good career. He had a good career in Jacksonville, or even like a Ray Rice. I think he's got a Ray Rice type career. That's why I said, I'm glad you asked, where does he go? Because I don't think Ray Rice has the same career if he goes anywhere else. He was perfect for Baltimore, right? Right. So I am curious where Ashton Gentry's not going to be Saquon Barkley. He's not going to be Derrick Henry. I don't think he's going to have that type of impact on a team, but he's going to be a guy that's going to be, you put him on a good team. He's going to be a reliable 1,200 yard back, possibly, right? 1,100, 1,200 yard back. My guy, I love Devin Neal. Devin Neal, I think, can be a star. I think he could be an every down back. Same with Amari and Hampton. Love him as well. These downhill bruising backs, I think it's kind of making a comeback a little bit. I like guys like that can move the chains. And like I said, Dylan Thompson. I think Dylan Thompson is a guy that could be a game breaking. Who's a guy who I liked a lot, that the Dolphins like a lot, but he gets Devin Akane. Devin Akane on Texas A&M, who the Dolphins love a lot. If Dylan Thompson can get in the hands of a guy like maybe McVay or maybe even Ben Johnson, right? An OC that knows how to use his talent, that's going to be scary. And then five was kind of jumbled. I mean, I just put Quinion Junkins in there because I liked what I saw in the national title game. But then you could have Travion Henderson there. You have Scadaboo there. You could have a lot of guys there. I mean, I think this is a good deep back class where, like, if you get one of these guys in the third, fourth round, we could be talking about them being possibly one of the best backs in the league in like 2 years. Like, this is a good depth. There's no Saquon in this draft. There's no Derrick Henry, no Adrian Peterson, no game-breaking generational talent in this. I don't think Ashton Genty is that. I don't think he's generational. I think he just played in a very weak conference and he was just very talented, right? But I do think that this is going to be a back class that's going to be, we look back maybe 5 years from now in 2025, we might see 2 or 3 of these guys who are starting on teams and like perennial starters on teams, right? So I like this back class. It's just not flashy. Not a flashy back class. Not a flashy back class at all, but we're getting ready for draft season. Draft season is going. It's getting ready. After the pro days, we're gonna start ramping up a little bit. And Falk and I will have our own draft show coming up and talking about all of our players, right? Who we like the best. So that's gonna be coming up. But any last words before we go, guys? Any last words on this free agency? Any last words for our guest before we sign off? Falk, last words?
I hope Philadelphia does something to help their defense.
I'm excited for the draft. I'm excited to see what's going to happen moving forward. I'm excited just for football to get back to what it needs to be. And this period of time sucks because you just have to wait until the draft starts and then everything starts to get going again. Yeah, man, I'm what I'm most excited about, which I already said, is the Lions. If I didn't pick my team, to see what the Eagles are able to do, see if they have a hangover or not. I don't think they will. And let's see what Jalen Hurts is going to be made of. It's really interesting to see where people are going to put him in the rankings and like where he should be and where he should be planted because, for what he was able to do in the Super Bowl and this playoffs. I'm excited to see where that's going to go, man. I'm without picking my own team. That's what I'm. Couple of tidbits that I'm looking forward to that I'm looking to see, and the biggest one for me is the Chiefs. I had a lot of questions surrounding that team. It looks like they traded their offensive lineman for really worse offensive lineman. I don't think they addressed really any need whatsoever, and I think this might be the first year where we don't see them win the division.
The Chiefs?
Very long time. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I think my last words for my Steeler Nation. I honestly feel like a big move is coming. I just feel it in my heart. I feel it. I feel like we're being aggressive this offseason. I don't know what the big move is going to be. It's probably going to be at quarterback. I really feel like Aaron Rodgers is not going to be a quarterback. I'm telling you. Something
I'm manifesting it.
I really feel like something is brewing. They're trying to do something. If we get Milton, I'll be great about that. But I really feel like Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson will not be our quarterback. It's going to be somebody who's on a different team. It's not going to be a free agent. It's going to be somebody who, because look, we're an aging team. I do think Mike's on his last legs as far as the patience that's running out in Pittsburgh. And he has 2 more years on his new deal. 2 more years because they extended him last year. So he has 2 more years. I think this is the window. I think our window is 2 years before probably some serious changes. So, but I think something's brewing. Something has to happen because our window it's now. It can't I don't think it's gonna be Aaron Rodgers. I really don't. I think we're trying to make something shake.
Better hope not.
Oh man, this is gonna suck. This is probably gonna suck.
Not for me.
That's gonna do it, man. That's gonna do it. We really appreciate everybody showing the love tonight. Everybody coming on, great showing tonight. We have up to about 15, 20 people joining us. We really, really appreciate that. Thank you guys for the comments. Really appreciate that. And we really hope you guys all stay safe, healthy, and we'll see you guys next week. I'm not the Fog. I'm Be Easy, the Fog, and of course, a boy Drew. We'll see you guys next week.